Zrat Hashem, we're starting Daf Ayin Dalid. The Gemara says, Mishnah, Elu Asurim v'Isuram b'Kolshu. These things are Asur, and the Isur is any amount. Yain Nesech v'Avodat Kochavim, any Avodah zara. So Rashi says, Elu Asurim v'Isuram b'Kolshu, Kol Makom shenit'arvu sham. Wherever they get mixed, Afilu Ehad be'elef, even 1 in 1,000. Lo batil, it's not batil. Ve'osrim et kulam. So it's osir whatever it mixes with. Yain nesech. Havit, the barrel of yain nesech, be'elef haviyot, in 1,000 barrels. Va'avodat kochavim, tzura she'avduha. Right? You went into the Yeshu factory. Right? And you bought, you see the whole lot. But they're all unworshipped. They're not used. One of them is refurbished. What happened? The guy prayed and it didn't work. So now it's asur. All of them are asur. Right? V'ne'et'abra be'elef tzurot she'enan avodat kochavim. V'sho ve'orot lebubim. Skins that have that hole in it that they used by the korban. Rashi. Tahavu nami usurei hana'a kedamrina be'el ma'amidim. V'shora niskal. Shora niskal is a shor that chayav to be niskal because it killed somebody. Ve'egla rufa. We learn from ve'arfu sham et ha'egel banahal. And we learn sham from the Rasha that it's asur. V'tzipurei metzora. The birds of the metzora. V'se'ar nazir, the hair of the nazir. Upeter hamor, right? A peter hamor that they mlo tifteh v'arafto. Ubasar behalav. V'sa'ira mishtaleach. I guess if you find it after they push it off. V'chulin shenishchatu ba'azara. Hare elu asurim, they all asur v'isuram bekolshu. And they osir if they mix into as many as it is. Says Rashi, Sipurei metzora v'cholin shenishchatu ba'azara isurei hana'a hen u'b'masechet kedushin mefarish lehu. Right, chulin, you have to shech the chulin outside of the Beit HaMikdash. You shech it inside. We doresh that it's asur b'hana'a. V'se'ar nazir. The isurei hana'u dichtiv v'natan ala esh asher tachat zevach hashelamim. You have to burn it in the korban. Peter hamor de asur b'hana'ah kol zman shelo nefteh. Ubasar b'halav chatichat basar, a piece of meat shenitbashla b'halav that got cooked in milk. V'ne'esra, and it became asur benoten ta'am because it got taste. And then you have that piece of meat v'hazra v'net'arva be'elef chatichot. It got mixed in 1,000 pieces. Oseret kulan b'hana'ah. It's oser all of them b'hana'ah. V'hai tana, this tana hosavar basar b'halav isur hana'ah is asur b'hana'ah. Tepluk tahi b'kol basar b'shchitat chulin. V'yesh lemedim mishnatenu. Someone will learn from our Mishnah. The basar b'halav b'mashu. The halav is oser basar b'mashu. V'sevurim dahai b'kolshu de katani kegon tipat halav shenafla lekedra. It's talking about the making of the basar b'halav. When the halav falls into the basar, or hatichat basar ketana shenafla lekedera that fell into the pot. Vafilu en banoten ta'am v'ta'utu biyadam. It's a mistake. Ta'am mefarshina b'gemara. The Gemara explains the tana davar shebeminyan katani. We're talking something that's beminyan. Kegon, something chashuv. Kegon haticha b'hatichot, a piece among other pieces. Mishum de darkan limanot. You count them. Each one is chashuv. Chashiv v'lo batil. V'ibe basar she'netarev ta'amo b'halav. We're talking about the taste. Kamayri otipat chalav shenafla b'kedra basar mihavet davar shebeminyan. Is that a davar shebeminyan? Ve'od ha'o kimna kol isurim shebat Torah shelo b'minam benoten ta'am. All the isurim in the Torah is benoten ta'am. Va'afilu l'Rav Shmuel the Amri b'mashu. Even Rav and Shmuel that say b'mashu b'shelo b'mino. It's not the type. Milk and meat is not b'mino. Modu, they agree. Ubekula shechitat chulin, and the whole masechet chulin, amrina basar b'chalav is noten ta'am. Se'ar nazir, the hair of the nazir, davara nimkar b'minyanhu. You could buy it as a b'minyan. That's why they sell hair. They sell hair for the wigs. They tie it, you buy it. Right?
From outside because they wanted to allow us to doing this.
Rashi said some people wanted to learn from here that if a drop of milk falls onto meat, it's asur. Because it says basar b'halav is b'kolshu. It says now we're talking about a piece of meat that became asur.
Right.
But not the making of the basar b'halav. After have the basar b'halav, you have a steak that happened to have been cooked with milk. And then it got mixed in with 100 steaks.
I'll say the 100 steaks.
So say the 100 steaks.
Because that piece is...
Because it's chashuv, it's a chaticha riyal kabed, right? You know when they're plating all the steaks, right? You put a steak on the plate.
It's different than just a steak, just a milk filled into...
Right, over there we don't say it. Okay. Says the Gemara, Tana Maika Hashiv. So what's the criteria that our Tana has in order to make something Oser B'Kol Shu? I davar shebeminyan kahashiv. If he's counting a davar shebeminyan, litni nami chatichot nevela. Let him say pieces of nevela. What's the difference if it's a piece of basar behalav or it's a piece of nevela? Right, you got a steak from ShopRite. Nice. Good piece of steak.
That mixed
with the kosher steaks is davar shebeminyan. Let it not be batel. Right? Litni nami chatichot nevela. So you say no, that's not its criteria. Its criteria is has to be asur b'hana'ah. Because everything in our Mishnah was asur b'hana'ah. Litni nami hametz b'pesach. Say hametz b'pesach.
Should be said on Mishnah.
Should be osir b'kol shu. Doesn't say it.
Right.
Says the Gemara. Amar Rabbi Chia bar Abba v'itay Rabbi Yitzchak nafcha haytana tarte itle. He has two criteria to list it in the Mishnah.
In each one.
Davar shebeminyan ve'isur hana'ah. Has to be something that they count each piece, and it's isur hana'ah. Right? They sell by the piece, and it's isur hana'ah. So yayin nesech, a barrel of yayin nesech, you sell it by the barrel, and it's asur b'hana'ah. Avodat kochavim, you sell it by the piece, it's asur b'hana'ah. Or oluvuvim, you sell it by the skin. Shoran iskal, all these things you sell it by the piece, and it's asur b'hana'ah. Says the Gemara, look in Rashi. Idava shebeminyan kahashiv mishum dedarko limnot, because you sell it by the piece. You count it. Give me 5, give me 10. You don't just get a basket full. Lo batil, therefore it's not batel. Va'afilu lavi isur hana'ah, even if it's not asur b'hana'ah. Nachshov nami chatichot nevela. And if you're counting only davar chashuv, davar shebeminyan, count chatichot pat, bread. Says the Gemara, tarti itle, davar shebeminyan di isur hana'ah. De'ika tarti lahashivuta. It needs 2 chashivuyot. What are they? The chashiv isur ditu. Hu de lo batil. If the isur is chashuv, and it's davar shebeminyan. Aval chametz perusa bepesach. If you have a slice of chametz bread on Pesach, ho'il ve'en darko limnot, it's not something that they sell by the piece. Batil, it's batel. Umashlich echad mehem lenahar. Throw one piece into the nahar. Vashe'ar, and the rest of them, noten lekilbo, you can give it to your dog. V'chatichat nevela, afalgav de davar shebeminyanhu, even though it's a davar shebeminyan. Kivan delav isur hana'ahu, since it's not asur b'hana'ah, betela beruba, it's batel berov. V'hada shadi leklavim, throw one to the dogs. V'idach sharu b'achila. So according to Rashi, our Tana is arguing halachically with many other things, and in order to be oser b'kol shehu, it needs to be isur hana'ah and davar shebeminyan. Says the Gemara, v'litni egoze prach v'rimune baden, which they're not regular rimunim, they're the types that they sell in the orchard. $5 a piece. Each one is chashuv. The davar shebeminyan v'isure hana'ah. He's talking when it's orla. Look in Rashi. Egoze prach makom v'chen rimune bedan. Im shel orla או של כלי הקרן הם, ונתערבו באלף כולן ידלקו, you have to burn them all because they're חשוב and they're דבר שבמניין. Says the Gemara, you're right. Hatana lehatam. In the famous Mishnah of דבר שבמניין, שישה דברים, שבעה דברים, elis, it goes a prach, rimone beden. And it says, Hatana lehatam, at the end of the Mishnah it says, what is the isur? Haraui le'orla. If this is something that orla applies to, orla.
The whole
No, meaning the Mishnah gives a list of things that are davar sheb'minyan. Right? It goes a prach. Hara'ui le'orla. If orla applies to this isur, we're talking orla. Hara'ui le'kilei kerem. If kilei kerem applies, we're talking that. So we said it goes a prach and rimone beden of kilei kerem. Says the Gemara, "V'litni kikarot shel ba'al habayit le'inyan hametz v'pesach." Till now, said hametz slices. What about homemade loaves? Homemade loaves, homemade bread, right? Very hashuv. Now, it might be hashuv and might not be hashuv. Why? Because it's not naturally like that, right? Man shamit le man shamat. So it will have both, because chametz v'pesach is asur b'ana'ah, and it's davar shebeminyan. So he say man shamit amar le di'itle. Who holds of kikarot? Rabbi Akiva. Hatana le hatam. Rabbi Akiva mosif af kikarot shel ba'al habayit. Rashi. Hatana le hatam besed zeraim uvayti la bevetza shenolda ubibamot behe'arel velitni kikarot shel ba'al habayit le'inyan chametz v'pesach davar sheb'minyan v'isur hana'ah. So we said, we already said it over there too. Now the Maaseh, the Rif says, so long this Mishnah throws the whole Hilchot Pesach into play, because if you're telling me the Hametz needs to be Davar Shebinyan, not to be Batel, so then why we say so Mahmir on Pesach? It seems to go against Rav. The Rif says.
We're talking about a loaf of bread.
Hold on.
That got mixed
Says
after
the
Pesach with other.
On Pesach.
Pesach, this is hametz. Why did it get mixed up?
How did it get mixed up? Yechademi came and she put a piece of matzah that's chametz on your matzahs, okay?
We're gonna have a scenario. Davar hashuv, which is
the Rif says, "V'lete lahai klala." We don't agree with this rule. The kaimalan de hametz v'pesach asur ve'oser b'kol shu. The Rif says, "Our gemara shelo ali b'dilcheta." We paskin like Rav.
I don't need davar hashuv. I don't need anything.
Well, I don't know exactly what, but for sure hametz on Pesach is asur b'mashu. Okay, and we also hold that nevela davar sheb'minyan and it's not batil. Yain nesech, sorry. Yeah. Yain nesech shenafal lebor. If yain nesech falls in the bor, kulo asur b'hana'ah. What? Oh, hare elu. Asurim b'arvizim kolshu. Leme'ute mai. What's the elu coming to exclude? Leme'ute davar shebeminyan v'lav isurei hana'ah. Inami leme'ute isurei hana'ah v'lav davar shebeminyan. That's what the Rif said. We don't hold like this Mishnah. Yain nesech shenafal lebor, kulo asur b'hana'ah. Yain nesech fell into the bor. The whole bor is asur b'hana'ah. Rashbag says yimacher kulo le'oved kochavim. You could sell the whole bor to a goy. Chutz mitmei yain nesech shebo, except for the value of the yain nesech that fell in. Rashi, no Rashi yet. So the Gemara says, Amar Rav, halacha ki Rashbag havit behavit. The halacha is like Rashbag if it's barrels. Then you could sell it minus, meaning the Rashbag is going on the Reisha. Yain nesech is osir barrel. Right? Avalo yain biyain. But if the wine itself mixed with other wine, all the wine became asur, you can't sell it. V'shmuel amar afilu biyayin. You could even if it mixed, just sell the barrel minus the amount of yaines if they got mixed in. V'chen amar Rabba bar bar Chana amar Rabbi Yochanan afilu biyayin. V'chen amar Shmuel bar Natan amar Rabbi Chanina afilu yayin. V'chen amar Rav Nachman amar Rabba bar Avua afilu yayin. Rashi chavit bechavit. Shakil hada, take one barrel. V'shada benahara, throw it in the river. V'inach and the rest, nishtiru bana, mutar bana. Aval yain shenetarev v'yain, wine mixed with wine, kulo asur bana'ah.
Oh, but that's a davar hashub. It's a whole barrel, and it's a surbana.
So the question is,
let me take one and
what? Right. And then I sell the rest. I'm not benefiting from the barrel. I'm not benefiting.
Hana'a, but not in drinking it. You say.
It's not. The barrel is not patil. Right.
Right.
So all of them are asur b'shtiyah. Okay. Right. All subana. But if I sell it, if I throw one barrel out. So I had 100 barrels and I only have 99. I'm not benefiting from that barrel. I'm getting paid for 99. I'm not benefiting. Masha'enkin Sem Rav. Let's say you had 100 ounces of yain nesich, and 5 ounces of yain of kosher wine, and 5 ounces of yain nesich fell in, right? So now, if you say I'll only charge you for 100, I'm not going to charge 105. Says, yeah, but the 100 itself became asur. When you have the barrels, really each barrel is mutar. I just don't know where they are. Over here, everything tastes like the yain nesich.
The whole thing is asur.
So Rav says the whole thing became asur. So we say,
but later Hachemia say you can even sell it minus, that's a bigger head.
Correct. Says the Gemara, Amar Rav Nachman, very interesting. Halacha l'maaseh, yayin nesech, yayin b'yayin asur. Havit b'havit mutar. Stam yayin, afilu yayin b'yayin mutar. If I know he made nesech, yayin b'yayin is asur. If I stam yanam, mutar. There's a machloke between Maran. No, you put minus. It's machloke Maran and Rama. If you find the chita and the tarnegolet, right? Maran says you can take out the chita, sell it to the goy. Why? He's not paying you extra for the chita. The Rama says no. Sorfo kulo. You have to burn the whole thing. It's like this exact machloke. Okay. Gat shel even. Now we come into koshering kelim. Gat shel even shezifta oved kochavim. Right, so they have the gat is where they press. Right? Shezifta. Zifta. He put tar on it. Right? So Rashi says, Gat shel even shezifta oved kochavim. Tar does not taste good, smell good, or anything. So in order to take the edge off the tar, they would put a little bit of wine in it. As they were smearing it. Rashi. Ve'urcha lemirmi be'hamra purta le'avure kutra dezifta. They put a little bit of wine to take the smell from the zefet. Minageva v'hi teora. So you have to do a certain washing process. Rashi says, Mifaresh b'gemara b'mayim ve'efer. You dry it after you wet it. We'll see. You put ashes and then you scrub it down.
Which is batel the yahol yain.
Right. V'hi tehora, and that makes it mutar. V'shel etz, if it's wood, Rabbi Omer yinagev. Rabbi says, dry it out. V'chachamim omrim, not enough. Yiklof et hazefet. You got to peel off all the zift. V'shel cheres, and if it's made of clay, afal pi shekalaf et hazefet. Even though you peeled it, harezu asura. Rashi. Shel etz de ba'ya zifet tuva. It needs a lot of zift. Ubal'a hamratvei, and it absorbed a lot of wine. Rabbi Omer yinagev. Same. Keshel even. V'rabanan pligi, take off the zift. V'shel cheres, afal pi shekalaf et hazefet, harezu asura kasal kadaitin. We're thinking divrei kolhi. That even Rabbi agrees. Umishum de cheres gufa below zifta ba'ala lehamra. The cheres itself absorbs the wine. Right. Says the Gemara, Amar Rabba davka zifta. When we said gotcha levin, that zifta, you could be minagev.
You have to wash it and you have to dry it.
That's only if he only put zefet. Aval darach ba lo. But if he pressed wine in it,
straight on the even.
Rashi darach ba without putting zefet, b'she'ena zefuta. Lo ba'ya niguv ela hadaha. Aval darach ba lo. If you just pressed it, then it's not as bad. It doesn't get as absorbed. Just rinse it out. Right? Pshita zifta tenan. It's of course. It says zifta. Zifta needs niguv. Without zefet, it doesn't need niguv. It just needs hadaha. So the Ma'odetei Mahuadin Afilu Darach Ba, I might say, it doesn't make a difference if the wine got in through zefet or it got in through pressing. V'hai de katani zifta urcha de multa katani, because that's normal. Kamash malano. Only if you put zefet, you have to be menagev. If you just pressed wine in a plain uncoated stone vat, it's enough to rinse it out. Ika de amri. Others say amarava davka zifta.
If it's hot and accepts, or
No, the zefet, I guess it's hotter, it absorbs more. Now I say another pshat. Davka zifta. Aval darach ba lo sagila beniguv. Now it sounds like he's arguing, but he's not. Says, when do I say it's enough to make niguv? If he put the zefet. So when he puts the zefet, he only puts a little bit in for the zefet. It will be nullified by the niguv. But over here, aval darach ba, if he put zefet and then he pressed wine in the gat, lo sagila beniguv. It's not enough to make niguv. You have to peel off all the zefet. Rashi, Ika da Amri, Amaraba Davka Zifta velo Darach Bahu Desagya beniguv. Without stepping it. Aval Darach Ba Ovet Kochavim Begat Mezufefe. Lo Sagi le beniguv. It's not enough to dry it out with the ashes. Ela bekiluf. You have to peel off the zefet. Mishum de Ayil Hamra bepili de Zifta. The wine gets in the cracks and you can't get it out. Pshita, Zifta Tenan. It said in the Mishnah that he put zefet. It didn't say that he stepped in it too. It's the same even if he pressed the grapes afterwards. Why does it say that he just put the zefet? It's just talking normal way. Kamash malan davka zifta. It's only if he just put the zefet. Aval darach ba, if he actually pressed it after he put the zefet, lo sagi le beniguv. It's not enough to dry it out. Ki ahu da'ata lekamed Rabbi Chia. A guy came to Rabbi Chia. Amar le, he told him, Havli gavra dedachi li ma'atzartai. Give me a guy that will clean my wine press. Amar le Rav. So Reb Chia told his nephew Rav, Zil bahadeh, go with him. V'chazi, and look, the lo matzvehat alai, that you don't make him scream at me. Rashi. The lo matzvehat alai la'asotan be'echsher. Make sure you do it right. Shelo tafsid et yeno. Right? If you do it wrong, his wine's going to be not kosher. He's going to come back and yell at me. Right, Ben Madrasha. He shouldn't come to yell at me in the Beit HaMidrash. Azil, he went. Chazia, he saw the Haveshi Atfei. It was very smooth. Amar, he said, Hai vadai ben niguv sagile. It's probably enough to just make niguv. The Hade Kazil Va'ati, he was looking back and forth. Hazapila mitute, he saw crack. The Hazadav Male Hamra, he saw the crack is full of wine.
Wow.
Amar, he said, Hadelo sagile beniguv, ela bekiluf. That's why it's not enough to make niguv. You have to peel it off. The Hainu da Amar li Chavivi, that's what my uncle told me. Hazi, make sure the lo matzvehat alai be'midrasha, that they're not going to yell at me in the Beit HaMidrash. Rashi, Shia halaka. Fine. Tana Rabbanan, Hagat, where they press. Ve'amahatz, Rashi, Keli shedolim bo min abor lahavi. They poke from the bor to put it into the barrel, some sort of a ladle. Hagat, ve'amachatz, ve'amashpech b'shel cheres askin, and all of them are clay. Midekatani sefer, it says in the end, shel etz v'shel even. Ubeshe'en mezufafot ka'askinan, and it doesn't have zefet on it. Midekatani sefer ve'em mezufafot, michlal dekul reisha be'em mezufafot. So let's see. Tana Rabbanan Hagat, ve'amachatz, ve'amashpech shel ovdei kochavim, if it belongs to goyim, Rabbi matir beniguv. Rabbi says you can make the niguv process. V'chachamim oslim, chachamim say you can't. Rashi, Rabbi matir beniguv kameh parich v'ha'anan tenam b'shel cheret afal pi shekilef hazefet asura. Mashma in the Mishnah that you can't. We thought it's a v'reakol. Umodeh Rabbi agrees bekankanim shel ovdei kochavim, right, in the barrels she'en asurin, that it's asur. So all the pressing stuff, Rabbi says it's enough to make niguv, but the barrels he says is asur. What's the difference between the two? Ze machniso lekiyum veze machniso lekiyum. This is the barrels. It's their long term. The gat, it's short term. The mashpech, it's short term. Shushan Abba Rabbi. The hatenan. We learned gat in our Mishnah. Gat shel even shezifta oved kochavim minageva vihi tehora. We learned in the Mishnah that the gat needs niguv. Rashi v'ha'anan tenan. It says in the Mishnah in the Braita there. Hold on. Sorry, the end of the Mishnah says v'shel etz v'shel even. If it's wood or if it's stone, yinagev. V'hem ayu mezufafim asurim. Mashma, if it's clean, you could dry it. If it has efet, you're not allowed. Didn't we learn gachel evet shezifta ovet kochavim minageva v'Torah? Even if it has efet, and you told me that if it's even and it has efet, you can't clean it. Smatnitin when it says it's mutar de lo darachba, he didn't press in it, so it doesn't. It only has the wine that you put in when you did this efet. That we said it's enough to dry it. Braita when it says you can't clean it. That he stepped in it, like the second statement of Rabba Barbachana, like a second statement of Rava, that he said darachba, you have to peel off the zefet. Too much wine, like Rav. Yeah. Rashi matnitin delo darachba. Rashi v'hanan tenan b'shel even afilu zifta. Even if you put zefet minageva divrei hakol. Ul Rabbi yinagev b'shel etz v'hacha katani afil b'shel even divrei hakol asurim. Kasha b'shel even divrei hakol divrei b'shel etz kasha the Rabbi ad Rabbi. Matnitin delo darachba. You didn't press it. Hilkach b'shel even divrei hakol b'niguv sagi b'shel etz Rabbi yinagev. Braita de darachba hilkach afilu b'shel even. Ba'ikiluf, you have to peel it. Because you can b'shel etz.
So there's no suit, no darachba, there's nothing.
Yeah, no, there's the one you put in the zefet. When you make the zefet, you always put some wine in. But it's a little bit.
But there's not for nisuch, that's nothing, there's nothing. It's just, this is to take out the kitu, whatever that.
Amar Mor, we said before, Hagat, V'hamachatz, V'hamashpech, Shel Ovdei Kochavim, Rabbi Matir, Rabbi allows it, V'chachamim, Rabbi Matir beniguv. Rabbi says you can make niguv. V'chachamim osrim, and the chachamim say you can't. V'hanan tenan, Shel cheres, Afapi shekalaf et hazefet, harezu asura. That's the sefer of the Mishnah. And over here, the gat and the machatz and the mashpech, Rashi said, is made of cheres. So we're asking a stira Rabbi to Rabbi. Over here, Rabbi saying that you could peel, you could make niguv on the mashpech. Right? Rabbi matir beniguv. And in the Mishnah, it says, Shel cheres afapi shekalaf et hazefet, harezu asura, which is even more than niguv. Amarava, sefer de matniti natan l'rabanan. Right? The sefer of the Mishnah is still the Chachamim talking, right? The Mishnah says, Rabbi Omer yinagev acham yiklof et hazefet v'shel cheres. It's a continuation of the statement of the Chachamim. Rabbi would argue, sefer de matnitin natan l'rabanan. Darash Rava taught. Darash Rava na'ava artahu. Rashi says, na'ava artahu hagat. You have a gat. Hartichu berotchim. Boil it up with boiling water. Na'ava kemo yetufun na'avohi behamar. I don't know exactly what it is, but that's the gat where you press it. Ki have mishader. So that's one. You boil it, I assume, to take off so what's the boiling doing? Tosfot says, Pirush, Hag'ilu Hagitot. Make Hagala on the Gitot. Mikan Omer Rabbeinu Tam. So even though our Mishnah was giving us a solution of peeling off and so on, Hagala is also good. Now you can make Hagala on wood or clay. So he said, Pirush Hagilu Hagitot Hagedolot. Mikan Omer Rabbeinu Tam. The Irui Kekli Rishon. You're not putting the wood thing on the fire. Right? Mida Amar Hacha Dal Yede Irui Maflit Hayayna Below Begat. Dal Korchach Al Yede Iru Kamar Hacha. Shere Agat Gedola Vekeveda She'en Yechola Litita Letoch Yora Merutachat Kede Lagila Al Korchach Al Yede Irui Kamar. Hashda Kiven Dave Kekli Rishon Emken Hani Kelim Shene'esru Al Yede Kli Rishon. Even a kli that you cooked on the fire, Sagilu b'hagalal yedei irui. Rabbeinu Tam is very makel. Aval Rashbam holek al Rabbeinu Tam. Ve'omer de irui ke klisheni hu legamrei. It's a klisheni. Ademash ma'acha degat sagile be'irui. Shani ya'inesech detashmisho al yedei tzonen.
That's why.
It's cold. It's cold, so this is better than cold. But you're talking hot. You want to use irui?
What is it? Polet now?
What?
It's Polet after he did irui? What is he doing?
Yeah, you maflit.
So he has the wine there. Now that he's doing that maflit.
He takes it out. Okay, that's something else. But al kol panim, that's the famous. For over here, the mahloket if irui works like a kli rishon or not. Ki have Rava mishader gulfil lehalpanya. When Rava was sending wine barrels to Harpanya as a town, sachif lehu apumayhu. He turned them upside down. Vechatim lehu abirtzayu, and he put a seal on the bottom. Rashi. Ki have mishader gulfil kadim rakim. So he wants to make sure that they stay kosher. Sachif lu apumayhu kofe otan shulehem lemale. Put the tops upward, upside down. Piyam lemata mishum hotam betoch hotam, vechatim lehu abirtzayu, and he would seal the sack. Chotem et piasak kelapeshu lehem. He sealed the sack on top of the bottom of the barrel. So he put each barrel in a sack upside down, and then he closed it up. So that's already somewhat of a tircha. It's considered a chotam betoch chotam. Kasavar kol davar shemachniso lekiyum. Anything that they use long term, like barrels, afilu lefi sha'ai, even if you're sending it short term, gazru berabanan, that you have to seal it. Rashi kasavar kol keli shemachniso lekiyum. Filu en mosro le'oved kochavim ela lefi sha'a gazru berabanan ki yain atzmo. We consider it like wine ki hechi de lo leiti lishhuye biyad ovdei kochavim. A short term easily becomes long term.
Anything that needs.
He's sending in barrels, yeah. So even though it's short term, you have to seal it. B'ma min ha'gevan. So how do you make the niguv process? How do you make the niguv? Rav amar b'mayim. Rav says water. Rabbi Barhana amar be'efed. He says with ashes. Ashes is like a type of, it works like soap. Rav amar b'mayim v'lo be'efed. Water without ashes, what's it doing? Why is that niguv? Niguv is with water. Rabbi Barhana amar be'efed v'lo mayim. You don't need water. Rashi, be'mayim v'lo be'efed betmiha mi mikri niguv. Is that called niguv? And the other one doesn't need water to clean it out. Ela Rav amar mayim. Rav says water v'uadin le'efed. Of course you need ashes. Rabbi Barhana amar le'efed v'uadin le'mayim v'lo pligi. They're not arguing. Habirtivta, habivishta. Depends what state the barrels are in when you start. Rashi. Rav amar mayim techila. Rav says water. He says if they're dry, you have to first put water to soak it. You got to get the juices flowing over there. Vuadin shetzarich efer achareha. After it's moist, then you can put the ashes and they soak it up. For Rabbi Barhana amar be'efer tchila needs water. Vuadin shetzarich iman maharim. You need water afterwards to rinse it off. If there's wine left, you could put the ashes to scrub it till it dries. If it's dry, you got to first put the water to rehydrate the wine that's there. ואחר כך, אפר, then you put the אפר, ומשפשף and scrub it, and then you're into the house.
But it's not
So
scrubbing.
3 levels. Water, ashes, water.
You know, in the warehouse.
Baruch Adonai le'olam, amen ve'amen. Yes.
In the warehouse,